All right. Welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to another It Belongs in a Museum, episode 21. Wow, 21 episodes. That means we've been doing this for over 3 months, 3.5 months. No, God, good night. What am I doing? So 4 times 3 would be 12. 4 times 5 is 20. So that is 5 months we've been doing this. 5 months. Wow. And that means that we are at 42 games. 42 older games that we've been talking about and gabbing about. I just saw Alice Cooper did a concert last week. Ain't he like 170 years old? You know, that's kind of right, because I remember when I was in high school, which was a considerable amount of decades ago, he was old back then. Well, what I considered old, at least. So yeah, that's interesting. Alice Cooper doing concerts still, but still, so are the Rolling Stones. I mean, they're not as old, but Metallica is still touring. So yeah, I mean, so funny watching Sam do math. It's funny doing math, honestly. All right. Well, welcome everybody for being here. I'm Sam, in case you haven't figured that out yet. Thanks to Eric. Eric is keeping me on my toes recently. As far as that's concerned, I got to straighten up my mat a little bit here. It's getting a little wonky. So I'm going to do some little bit of housekeeping. All right. Well, this has been a morning. Not a hard morning, but I made 2 trips into town. I've got a flat tire on my car, and we're having to hit pause to get the tires fixed because I need new tires. And I know that because of we know where the culprit is. It's a screw. I got a screw in my tire, and it's back driver's side, and where it is, I know they're not going to be able to just repair it, so I need to get new tire, but I don't want to buy just one brand new tire. I got to buy a whole freaking set. We were looking at them the other day, and good night, tires are expensive. Why did tires get so expensive? Good night. I remember when I was, of course, I had a little roller skate for a car back then, but I remember paying $50 for a tire and thinking that was not cheap. They're like $150 a piece now. $150 for one freaking tire. I remember buying 4 for $200. Ugh, jeez, just stupid. Flat tire. Who'd you piss off? Nobody. I don't think I pissed off anybody. I just driving down, and there's a screw in the tire, and it's on the sidewall, so I know they're not going to be able to. It's not in the tread, so they can't fix it. So it is what it is. But having to wait until tomorrow, basically, to go get some tires, get our paycheck in. Well, not I mean, it's Jess's paycheck, so it's not even that. But anyway, yesterday had to drive Jess in. And yesterday was a little bit of an easier day as far as trips that are necessary because the oldest 2, Daphne and Dante, have practice and they kind of stay in town. But today they don't have practice. One works. One has one has horn practice and lessons, so we got to kind of divide and conquer. And usually it's not a big deal because we have 2 cars, but because I only have 1 car, I had to do a lot of carting people in. I had to make 1 trip in for Jess and then come back, and then took another trip in for dropping Dante off at jazz band, and then taking Aiden over to school this morning, and then coming back in. And now I'm realizing that I'm going to have to make another trip because I got to send Ron, Wright, and Razzia out to the next content creator that 25th Century wants. I have a t-shirt order that I have to get mailed out as well. So it's turning out to be an interesting day, but you know, I gotta be grateful for the ability to do all of that. You know, I could be in a lot worse of a situation. I could be bedridden, and I could be, you know, I could be in pain because of this and that I haven't been able. I'm good, man. I'm good. This is all good. Driving Miss Jessie. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny indeed. All right. Well, welcome. This is It Belongs in a Museum, to which you should dutifully reply, so do you! Because I do as well. But it is all good. We are ready to go. I've got 2 games. One that is deep, and I mean deep, on my shelf of shame. I picked this one up a while ago, and I'm going to be embarrassed when I open this up, because I'm pretty sure that I've had this on my shelf for a very, very, very long time, and I don't think it's even punched out. But so that's going to be a little bit of a humbling experience, and people are going to definitely probably say, shame on you, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this game. But it's just one of those things. Another one is an actual 2012 release that I just purchased a little bit ago. So that's going to be pretty cool to go through that. Jess and I, punching out is the best part of opening a new game. I know my thing with this game is that I've already seen it punched out. So that's part of the you know, rush of punching out a new game, is seeing all of the stuff that's in there and all that kind of thing. Well, by the time I purchased this, I already knew what was in it. So I didn't have that desire to see everything that was in there. I was like, yes, now I have this game that I've been wanting, and I've just never gotten it to the table. You'll either understand or you will cry havoc when we actually reveal what it is. Mystery date? Mystery date? No. There's no mystery here, pal. But we are going to get to it. All right. Well, I don't know how many people are here. It looks like there might be 11 people here. But I do want everybody to participate, because we do have a little giveaway every Tuesday morning. Well, when we have It Belongs in a Museum, we do a giveaway. So we go over 2 games, we play a little game before each one, and if you guess the game properly based upon a diminutive amount of information, then the first person to guess the game properly gets a couple of our stickers and a surprise. If that person has already won and they wish to give away their surprise, then they may choose to do that. But somebody has to be somebody in chat. But I do want everybody to participate, because this is the you know, this is one of the reasons that we do these live videos, is so that we can have interaction with people, and we can build that community, or at least that sense of community around the channel. So very, very good. Luke Sherris is here. Matthew Vincent is here. Bushman is here. Good old Eric Go For It Painting is here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. The Anthonys are here. Welcome, welcome. Just seeing that they announced a new Northgard expansion. Yeah, I know. I knew that was coming. So, cool beans. I still haven't got the other ones. So, maybe I can pick up all three at the same time. I've seen it more than one thrift shop. I've seen it in more than one thrift shop. Oh, mystery date? Oh, no, not mystery. No, we're not playing. We're not doing that. Okay, get on with it. All right, all right, all right. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. First one. Let's see. Let me pull up the correct things here. Okay, we're going to go with that one. All right. All right, so the addition, here's the first clue. There are 3 additions to this game. Only 3, not 4, Eric. Okay? There's only 3 additions. There aren't 4, so don't say what you're going to say. There are 3, that's your first clue. 3 editions of this game. Some of the mechanisms. Let's see. So the version that we are talking about came out in 2009. And so it is 15 years old, a 15-year-old game. This edition, the original, 1989. 1989, folks. Mechanism, we've got a whole bunch of dice rolling, grid movement, modular board, and action points. That's all I'm going to say. So original version. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. It's possible that there are there are 4 versions of this game out, 4 editions. But it's still not what you were going to say, Eric. All right, so there are 4 editions. I have the 4th. The 4th came out in 2014. So there you have it. But the original game came out in 1989. 1989. Had to get it out of the way. I know it's not correct though, Eric. TI4. It's not TI4. Sorry. But there are 4 versions of this game. I believe I have the 4th version. I'll double check once we open the box. But yeah. So I'm going to do this actually. I usually show off my Flipside sticker. I'm going to do this today. Because, yeah, baby, the Bears won this weekend. What? So I'm showing off. You guys knew I was a Bears fan. You knew that. All right, Yahtzee, no. Settlers of Catan, no. Wow, is Catan that old? Fury of Dracula, no, Les. But hey, welcome, Les. Good to see you here, buddy. Fury of Dracula, no, but good guess. That there are 4 editions of that, I guess now. Well, a 3rd/4th edition. I don't know. I think there's 4 reprints. I think that 4th is more of a reprint than an extra edition for Fury of Dracula. But no, it's not Fury of Dracula. And let's see. Did somebody else say it? Mousetrap, no. So did the Dolphins. Yeah, who cares about the Dolphins? Well, my son does. But Arkham Horror, the board game, Matthew Vincent says, no, that is incorrect. But you guys are in the target area. Life, no, you're getting colder, Eric. This is actually very much not Life. Let's see here. All right, let's go back to here. And whoa, Catan is actually older than the original version of this. No, it's not. Catan is younger than the oldest version of this game. Go Finns! Bleh. What? Actually, you guys have Tua. I think you still have Tua. I'm a Crimson Tide fan, so roll Tide. You guys got our quarterback, and he's a good one. Zombie Raid. Whoa, hey, no, you're getting a little too old there. Horrified? What? Not that old. Horrified is not that old. Not at all. Mad Mitch's games, though. Thank you for being here, Mad Mitch. Thank you for being here, very much so. So here we go. Am I going to have to give some more clues? I thought I gave plenty of clues so that y'all could get it. So the clue is the original version came out in 1989. Third edition came out in 2009. Fourth edition came out in 2014. So this is still a 10-year-old game. The fourth version of it is 10 years old. So there you have it. Action points, dice rolling, modular board, grid movement. Those are all mechanisms that are involved here. Betrayal at House on the Hill? No, but you're getting the age grouping is getting better than some of these. Les Chung! Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner! All right. Oh, jeez Louise. Space Hulk it is. Mr. Chung, you need to send me an email at, because I don't think you've won yet, Flipside OBG at gmail.com. Bam. All right, Mr. Chung, you are our winner. And we are talking about Space Hulk. What the? Yeah, you right. You original edition came out in 1989, folks. I don't know when the second edition came out. I don't want to look it up. But second edition was 2009. I'm sorry, third edition was 2009. Fourth edition, 2014. It is a two-player only game. One of you takes on a squad of Terminators, Space Marine Terminators, and the other one takes on the Tyranids in a massive spaceship that has been infested with these Tyranids. And you have to, I believe there's different missions. There's 16 different missions that you can go on. 12 Space Marine models, 22 Gene Stealer models, 1 Broodlord, 3 mission objective models, 110 gaming counters, 77 corridor and room sections, 2 boarding torpedoes and ramps, 20 doors with plastic stands, 5 dice, 1 mission status display, and 1 timer. Man versus Alien. This is set in the Warhammer 40K universe. In the grim darkness of the distant future, there is only war. Is the thing. That's why I said this is the exact opposite of life. Because please give my winning to someone else. I own it already. Well, no. You're not going to get this. This is staying with me. The surprise that you get is a game that, well, it's usually going to be a game or some other kind of gaming related trinket that that I have that I'm going to part with, and you're going to get a couple of stickers. So Les, I want to send it to you, but if you would rather me send it to somebody else, you can pick somebody else that's in chat right now, and they will get the winnings. I always give that option out there if you desire. But that's what we're going to do. I'm not sending this. This is not the surprise, okay? This is mine. You don't get to have this. But there you go. Oh yeah, I should have got guessed that. Please. But anyway, Les, either pick somebody else in chat or send me an email. I'd rather you send me an email. Everybody else in chat is going to have another go. There you have it. I'll leave that for what it is. All right, here we go. Sure, randomize, please. No, you pick. You pick at people that are in the chat, and you pick. Take the deal, right? Eric's pushing you the right way, Les. Eric's pushing you the right way. Just take the deal. Don't give it to somebody else. But anyway, I know the kind of guy you are, so you want to give it away, but I want to encourage you to take it. Anyway, all right, here we go. Let's get down to the table and see what we can see here. All right, so here is Space Hulk. And as you can see, it is a large box. And please don't judge me, because I'm pretty sure when we open this, there's going to be a lot of stuff that is, yeah, oh my gosh, you're going to judge me so hard for this. Oh, this is so bad. Anyway, yes, I still have miniatures on the sprues. It is bad, I know. I got to put these together. Oh man, I got to put these together because I got to get this game played. Here's all the Gene Stealers in one color. Here's all the Marines. Oh, look, I did put some of it together, I guess. Yeah, I did. Well, I put some of it together. That's the Space Marine Terminator Captain, I guess. So I guess I put some of it together. Here's a little tank dude. I don't know what he's definitely Space Marine, but looks like a servitor or something like that. I don't know. We'll see what that guy can do. But anyway, this is what Games Workshop does. They give you games that are, you have to put some love and attention into it and put those things together. Here is the rule book. So as we're looking at the rule book, you'll notice that it's not, Games Workshop is not really known for their complexity in games. It's more about putting your army up against somebody else's and going off on them. But there is, looks like there is a lot of rules to go over here, and Games Workshop isn't really usually the best. They do rely, they have a very loyal fan base, and most of the games that they have a lot of similarities to them. So if you know some of their games, you already have a leg up on the others. But it's been so long since I played, I'm going to have to reread this whole thing. But there's the rule book, and then over here you have the mission book. And then I think in the bottom, in the back of the mission book is where, well, let me see. No? Okay. Well, usually they have a guide for you to put things together, all that kind of stuff, what goes with what, but I'll find that later on. But anyway, that's the mission book. They said that there's 16 different missions in here. So that's pretty cool. I know I am behind the curve on this, and I do wish to say, oh, there's a lot of baggies. And then what is in here? What is in here? Oh, a timer. Wow. And the dice. Those are nice dice. I like these kinds of dice. They are rounded corners. Come on. Rounded corners, and I like rounded corner dice. I really like them. They are plastic too. They look wooden, but they're not. I bet you they're supposed to look like bones. That's cool. So these are nice dice. And who cares about that one? Timer. All right, so that's what was in there. Put those in there, and I'll put that right there for now. Put these off to the side. Then we have a bunch of different cardboard punchy outy thingies. What was that? Ooh. That's a little flamer. I wonder if that was supposed to be one of the things. Nope. Should have been. I bet you this was something that could have gone onto my captain here, but I chose to give him that power weapon instead. Something to that effect, I'd imagine. All right, so that's the box. And now we have just a bunch of stuff here that we have to get into. So, wow, those are thick. Good night in the morning, these are thick. Look how thick those are. Those are some thick counters, man. So those popped out. I mean, look how thick that is. You see that? Wow. All right, and this looks like a bunch of doors. This looks like some of the planks that you have to walk through. You know, corridors and whatnot. Looks like what those are. Man, oh man, oh man. So much in this game. A lot to punch out. A lot of different counters. I like the blast templates as well. So that's pretty cool. Neato Frito. All right, what is in this other one? Looks like some of the rooms. So we'll move this over here. Put this down here. I'm gonna use the flamer. There we go. Come on. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Open. Open. I want to open this up because if I open it up, maybe, just maybe, I'll be prompted to play. Oh my gosh, these are thick. I actually like how thick they are. And they're actually textured too. I don't know that you can probably see that too well. Maybe if I get the light to glance off of it just enough, you can see that it is actually kind of textured a little bit. That's pretty neat. And those don't come out, so it is supposed to be textured in there like that. So it's really neat looking. Gosh, these are so... Wow, these are, I mean, it's been so long since I've seen a copy of this out. It's like, wow, that looks really good, actually. And we got more rooms, and they are not double-sided, as you can see. So artwork is good. Good. So I guess that's just an end of the hallway or something to that effect. This is neat. This is really neat, actually. I regret not having done this before. And I know these are really thick boards. Goodness. But I like how the boards are textured. I really do. I know that's kind of weird to admit, maybe, but I like that. I think it looks cool. More, and we'll just show these. These are really nice. Really freaking nice. Wow. The texture on some of these, that's a Blood Angels board. Huh. And here's the mission counter of some sort. I don't know exactly how that's going to be used, but gives you some different things. Oh yeah, I can show Here are all of the different Marines that come in the box. Look like that after you put them together and paint them, of course. And then there's a couple down there as well. Oh, what is that little thing? It tells you the Cyber Altered Task Unit. The cat. The Brood Lord, the Gene Stealer, the Dead Space Marine, and Blood Angels artifact. So those are a couple of things that are in there as well as like objectives. And then there on the end you have the Space Marine Librarian with the Force Axe and Storm Bolter. That's the dude I had put together already. And then here are all the Gene Stealers that come in the box. So all of those things are there, and then there is an actual little painting guide on one end of the box. That's pretty neat that they decided to do that for you, but everything goes in there. And I already have some of this punched out, so we'll just continue to punch out these things. Wow, these things are thick. I can't get over how thick this cardboard is. My goodness. But I will say that this is a harder game to get a hold of at this point. Well, I don't know if it is or not, frankly. If memory serves, it is, but my memory may not serve very well anymore. But I'm just putting this in here for now. I'm going to punch this out later on, and we'll get everything back in there as best we can. But as you can see, there's a lot of different stuff in here, and so forth. But this is Space Hulk. So a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So let's see, get all this stuff back in here. Am I gonna be able to do it? This guy's gonna have to stay right there just like that, along with these two dudes in here. That goes in there somewhere, along with these, and that will go there. Space Hulk. Just a two-player game, but it is well worth it, in my opinion, I think. I knew Eric was going to lay into me on this. I knew it. I knew it. We don't judge. Yeah, right. Best game ever, very nice. Played a fantastic 4-floor homebrew game of first edition a few months ago. Loved it. Doubt we'll see more, as many missions already don't fit on a human table. And they're increased the size of the termies by 1/3. That's true. What have you been doing all this time? Lazy, procrastinating, pathetic excuse of, yep, there's a Flamer Marine you should have. He's important, to put it mildly. Yeah, I do know that. I do know that Flamers make very short work of Tyranids. And I do remember people talking about, you know, Flamers are important. Yeah. You just devalued the game. $500 of still unpunched. Well, don't strain yourself punching out those thick boards. Punchception punch-outs within punch-outs. Yes, that is correct. I did just devalue the game, but I don't own it because of its value. I own it because I actually want to play the game. I just haven't ever done it before. But that is Space Hulk. All right. So now that I have actually punched that out, I think that maybe, well, I've partially punched it. I gotta go finish punching it out. But now that maybe it'll actually get to the table. I can't, man. I could definitely paint the Marines because termies are easy, but we'll see. I've got so much to do. I gotta do the stuff that I've told people I'm gonna do first before I do the stuff that I want to do. So yeah, that's that. All right, second game. So Les, email me. Boom, you're our first winner. Second, let's see here. Second, let's see. All right, we've already said it's a 2012 game. 2012 game. It is 1 to 2 hours long, 2 to 4 players. Some of the mechanisms, only 3. Simultaneous action selection, variable phase order, and worker placement. So that is what we're going to talk about next. And I'll let you guys talk about what it is. On my shelf of shame 2, I've punched and painted the minis, but only played an online version. Well, thank you, Les, the voice of grace and reason in our chat right now. I do want to play, but there's this thing called what is it? Oh yeah, time. And I know I have just as much of it as everybody else does, but I have a lot of things that are vying for my time at this particular juncture in life. So I do want to play Space Hulk. I absolutely do. But it is one of the harder ones to get to the table. Mainly, first step is that I have to put the game together first. And then once we get that, then it's everything else that's normal for a game to get it to the table, learning how to play and finding time to play. But it has that extra hurdle, and that's why it's kind of usually taken a back burner in my life. Is because I have to get past that initial part. Now, I enjoy that initial part. I enjoy putting together models. I enjoy painting models. And I'm not one of the ones that has to paint the models before I play it. So that's not it at all. But it does have that extra hurdle. You have to assemble the miniatures first, which takes time. And then you have to learn how to play the game, which also takes time. So there's that added time consumption that basically just keeps it in the back burner until I just buckle down and say, look, I'm going to get it done. But actually opening up the box, actually putting hands on it, actually looking inside the box, it's a reinvigoration of that desire to play. So we'll try to get it going in the near future. But the next game that is on the list for today's stream is a 2012 game. And we've already said the mechanisms: simultaneous action selection, worker placement, and variable phase order. So let's have some guesses. What do you guys think it's going to be? Guys and gals, and or gals, whatever. I don't even recall how I got that copy of Space Hulk. I am more than positive that I purchased it, but I do not remember where and from whom. Even for GW, it's a big job to get it all painted. Please, Sam, play it unpainted. It's pushed together. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Just to get it to the table, and you'll be inspired within 3 games. They're fast. Cool. I will do that. Jedi Dalek. I like that name. Well, I think with just going on what you said here, Jedi Dalek, I think this game, because, you know, because you're talking about Terminators, well, I don't know, I guess there is a lot of, they do have a lot more regalia than a normal Space Marine does, but you're not having to deal with skin, mostly. except for the one, you know, the sergeant and the other guy, the librarian. You have the face, but that's about it. The rest of it is really a lot of armor, and armor's not difficult for me to do. It's getting the skin to look right, frankly. But the Tyranids are a pretty simple color scheme and paint scheme, really, because they're bugs, basically. So I don't know. I could probably get a pretty fast done, you know, a pretty fast paint done so that it looks good enough. But I doubt I'll paint it first before I play it, as you said. Hey, the Bears. The Bears. You got that right. Stole it from a Boy Scout. No, I didn't steal it from a Boy Scout. No, I didn't steal it from a Boy Scout. Oh, that's not gonna do. I've got to get that out of the screen. Box fart. There we go. All right, let's go. 2012. Simultaneous action selection, worker placement, and variable phase order. What do you got? It sold out before it released both times. I was crazy lucky to get one RRP at 60 pounds. It was the best value Game Workshop has ever put out. You couldn't get 12 Gene Stealers for that now. You're going to love it. I'm looking forward to it. I am, honestly. All right, let's get some guesses for our 2012 game. This one is 12 years old at this point, and I just purchased it a couple of weeks ago. Lords of Waterdeep. No, Luke, you are incorrect. Let's get it going, though. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Lords of Waterdeep. I need some more. Things here. The weight 3.79. 3.79. So that should tell you something right there. Kind of, you know me. I'm not a heavy gamer. 3.79. That's pretty heavy for me. So why in the world did I purchase a 12-year-old game that is outside of my wheelhouse based on complexity alone? There's something else that's drawing me in here, folks. What do you think it is? 2012. That is correct. It's a 2012 game. 3.79 complexity. 1 to 2 hour game. Supports 2 to 4 players. The Geek says that it's best at 4. What other people have said. The category is ancient, and the second category, mythology. So ancient mythology is the category. Vindication, no sir. No sir. I don't think Vindication is that old of a game, frankly. Vindication. Yeah, that's 2018 actually. It is not Vindication. And Lords of Waterdeep is a 2012 game. So good guess, but no, that's not correct. Anachrony, negative. That is incorrect. Anachrony is 2017. So that is incorrect. That's 5 years too young. Kemet? No. Kemet? Let's see. I'm looking all these up as we go because I don't know. Kemet is a 2012, so but no, that's not correct. Let's see here. I don't know years. That's fine. Don't worry about it, buddy. I'm not trying to do that. The Builder's Antiquity. The Builder's Antiquity. The Builder's Antiquity 2015. But no. No. Stratego. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I don't own any copies of Stratego. I also don't own Vindication, Anacrity, or Kemet. So there's that as well. And I don't own the Builder's Antiquity either. Ancient Mythology is the category. Worker placement, simultaneous action selection, and variable phase order are the mechanisms. It is a 3.79, which is well out of my wheelhouse as far as complexity is concerned. So why, oh why, did I buy a game, a used game, I'll put it that way, I'll add that in there. Eric gives up. Don't give up, Eric! You're trying so well, and none of those were TI4. You're doing so good, little buddy. You can do it. Bum, bum, bum. All right, we're getting close to not having a winner on this one because I'm not going to belabor the point. 2012. Yes, you're right, Eric. It is a heavy Viking game. Come on. David Brownlee is here. What's up? What's up? It's a heavy Viking game. That is correct. I didn't have to say that. That's a correct assumption. I kind of led the horse to water, but I didn't make you drink. You drank of your own volition. You got it. You're on the right path. Jeffrey Townsend! Bam! I tell you what, Eric. You were absolutely the impetus, I think, for Jeffrey to get it right. Long BGG search. The heavy Viking game. Feast for Odin? No, that is not correct. But we were at, Jess and I were at, oh no, I can't remember the name of the store now, but we were at a store in Seattle. She was dropping me off. Well, she and I went over there because we were gonna, just take a date, and she dropped me off for my flight the next morning. And so we got a hotel. We stayed in the hotel, but before we went to the hotel, we went to a store, and they had a wall that was used games that were in good condition. And all of the games were vetted to make sure that all of the pieces were there, and they had pretty good prices on them. This was $20. I also picked up a copy of Pueblo for $20 as well. So $40 for 2 games. That's pretty good. And I double checked it. It's got a 6.8 rating on the Geek. The 379 was really kind of pushing a lot of boundaries because I'm usually not there, but the Viking theme got me the rest of the way to pulling the trigger on this one. So this is a game by Pierlucia Zizi. What's Your Game is the publisher, and it's from 2012. So let's go ahead and take a look into it. Now, we actually opened this up already, and it was dropping you off, hoping you wouldn't find your way home. I don't believe that's the case, Eric. I'm pretty sure Jess doesn't feel that way. But Asgard. So let's go ahead and get down to the table, and we'll take a look. And so we already opened this box up, and we looked inside, and it was a mess. I don't know how or why it got that way, But it had shrink wrap over it, but on the inside, everything was just kind of thrown in the box. I double checked, everything was still there, but all of this stuff was just out of bags and thrown in here. I was like, oh my goodness. But you get the idea here. So here are all of the different components of the game. And here is the game set up, at least for the board at least. So it looks fairly, you know, here we have game overview, beginning of the round, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, so forth and so on. So a number of different things that you can do here. But here's what the rule book looks like. And there's Ragnarok here, and so forth and so on. So the end of days is close. Darkness and light will clash. All gods knows what this means for them. Blood ties will no longer be respected. Brother will fight against brother, and no man will spare another. So you can influence which god will fight which during the final battle, Ragnarok, the outcome of which will depend on how well you strengthened their armies. Beware, only a few of them will come out victorious. Will you side with the right ones? So that's basically the idea here. You are trying to empower the gods' armies, and hopefully you're going to put your stock in the right ones that will come out the winners at the end. So that is what this is. There is also a little player aid here for some of the skills descriptions and the different wizardry tiles and the enchanted stones and skills and so forth and so on. So that goes out there so you don't have to keep looking through the book for them. But you have all of these different things. You have a whole bunch of different tiles. This is a game that, in my opinion, shows its age. The components aren't bad, so to speak. They're all, you have wooden meeples. You have good durable stock cardboard tiles. You have wooden discs, good cards, and so forth. But at the same time, I would imagine some of these components would be slightly different in games that are produced today. And yes, as Eric will probably point out, for more money, I get that. But you kind of get the idea. I think that this game does kind of show its age, but I'm still very interested in seeing how it plays out. Here is the board laid out as well. So let me see if I can get this to lay flat. So you have Yggdrasil here, and then you have all of the different gods that are based around. You have Loki, Fenrir. Over here is Odin, and Freya, Tyr, Thor. So you get the idea, right? But I don't know exactly how the game plays because I haven't read through the rule book yet. I've got other things that are on my agenda right now. But the presentation, not bad. It's not bad, especially for a 12-year-old game. For a 12-year-old game, it is not bad. I think everything is in here pretty well done. And so I'm looking forward to giving this one a try. JT is also looking forward to it. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. He saw it and he said he wanted to give it a try. So we do actually have a thing. We actually have a mutual desire here, and so that's always good. Helps getting it to the table a little bit easier. But that is Asgard. So Jeffrey Townsend. Jeffrey Townsend, I need you, sir. You and Les. I need both of you guys to send me an email at flipsideobg@gmail.com. Let me go ahead and put that in there again. Flipside. Oops. Flipside. Oh my goodness. What is wrong? Flipsideobg@gmail.com. There you go. Just ask JT what he'd score it. Yeah, that's true, Luke. John's Long Box is here. What's up? What's up? Oh man, I have this game and I have never played it, he says. It always looked so complicated. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Sam, do you own a game with a heavier weight than this one? I believe I do. I own TI4. Jesse, I think it's too much for me. It looks crazy complicated. Yeah, Jess, this is a 3.79. I would not subject you to this at all. Let's see, Twilight Imperium. Oh, I typed in Twitlight. All right, let's see, 4th edition. Yeah, I do. I own Twilight Imperium 4th edition, and that's a 4.32. So Asgard is just a baby at 3.79. And I'm sure that I own other more complicated games, but I just don't play them very often. Let's see, what about, I didn't look at this one. No, there we go, yeah. Yeah, Space Hulk is just a 2.69, so it's less than a 3. So this one is considerably heavier. Go back here. I have set up this game, but I couldn't get past the rule book. Oh, well, that's not a good thing to say. John, don't do that. David Brownlee, I thought darkness and light clash all the time. They actually do, every morning and every evening. My favorite weight level. There you go. Would like to see a playthrough of this. Well, we'll see. Got to see if JT can get over here for a Tuesday stream, because this is one that would fit right into that. Time-honored Tuesdays. I'm out on anything higher than 3.1. Jess, you have to play the more complicated games, so other games seem easier. All right, well, let's see here. Jeffrey Townsend, you need to send me an email. And Les Chung, you need to send me an email so we can get your addresses out there. Thank you for selling me on Raptor and Imperial Assault Sam, 2 of my all-time favorites. You are absolutely welcome, Jedi Dalek. Those are a couple really good games. Still own Raptor. Imperial Assault, I got rid of. Or I think maybe Imperial Assault, the copy that I had, just stayed in the library. I don't think I kept Imperial Assault. I think that went into the library with the Dice Tower. I could be wrong though. I don't know for sure. I don't think that's how it works. Well, Jess, there is some validity to what he said, but the thing is that I know you don't like the heavier games, so I don't want to subject you to the heavier complexities because I know you don't enjoy them. But if you get used to playing the heavier games, other ones will seem lighter. But therein lies, I think, one of the difficulties with getting new people to play games that we love. Because when we love a game and when we've played games that are heavier than games that we're trying to get somebody else, we think that they're easier than they actually are. And that becomes a difficulty. That becomes a real difficulty. No joke, that is how it works. So many games I used to think were complicated are easier after having played so many Lacerda games. Correct. Roy announcing he has left the Dice Tower has crossed my feed. Not looking for a comment from you, Sam, but just bummed to see him leave. Happy for what he has coming, though. Yep, that is true. I was just with him and the Dice Tower crew for the retreat, and it is a little bit surreal. But I know he's going to be he's going to do very well at whatever he sets out to do. I know that. That's just the kind of person that he is. He's very much kind of like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going and going. And but you know, he's still a great friend. We're still going to be keeping in touch and all that other kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he has cooking up. I don't know exactly what it is, but we'll look forward to that news as well. But yeah, it was you know, kind of a sad thing. But it's kind of like that mixed bittersweet thing. You're hoping that you'll still be able to see him at different places and around, but you're also very excited for him for what he has coming up. So yeah, that's cool. I'm not keeping her down, Eric. You know, I'm supposed to know. I'm supposed to know my wife. And when I see a complexity that is over 3, I'm very confident that she could handle it, but I'm also equally confident that she probably won't like it because she does not enjoy games that are above around a 3. So I always give her the option. Always give her the option. And then she actually asks, do you think I'm going to enjoy it? And I'll say, I don't know. Based on complexity, maybe not. Let's see here. Uh-oh. I have no idea what that means. Huh. Okay. Did she like Origins? No, she did not. My wife can't play any game that requires lying. She just can't lie with a straight face. Yeah, Jess is the same way. She can't lie very well either, which one of the reasons why I love her so much. But yeah, I mean, it depends. Sometimes if you're playing a game with her and it involves lying, then sometimes she'll, like, you know, fly under the radar, and that's her version of lying. But it doesn't always work because she gets a little too. I can't lie either. Lying and bluffing games are my nemesis. My most complex is U-Boot, nightmare to teach. I would imagine. All right. Well, it is 11:36, so I usually like to keep these to about an hour, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here. But we've looked at Space Hulk and Asgard. One of the things that I have been going back to do, I actually spent some time doing it this morning. It's more of a detailed process than, not detailed, but just a procedural process than you would think. But I've been going back and changing the names and editing out the first 2 or 3 minutes of each of the It Belongs in a Museum video that's on the channel. I did the first 10 today. I'm going to try to do this one and the other 10 later on today or tomorrow. But it's just an idea that Doug gave me because Ragged Edge 69, he said that, you know, these It Belongs in a Museum videos, they're probably not showing up on people's searches because you don't have the games that you're showing in the title. So I'm going back and I'm changing all the ones that we have done in the past and putting the names of the games that we show in the titles to maybe that will generate a little bit more traffic for them. You know, who knows? They're older games. Who knows if people are actually searching for them anymore, but I'm trying to do what I can. So that is that. Bye. Thanks, Sam. You're welcome, Les. Thank you for being here. What's on for tonight? We will have a Time on our Tuesday stream. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I know that's late for you guys on the East Coast, but as I said earlier, we do have a number of things going on this evening and this afternoon. Tuesdays are my heaviest days for work. I'm usually not done until later in the night with the stuff that I have to get done for the rest of the week on Tuesdays. So we are going to be doing a game. I believe I'm going to try to teach Jess how to play a game that we have covered on It Belongs in a Museum, and it's called Irish Gauge. I'm going to teach her how to play that tonight, and I'll get that scheduled as soon as we're done here. I do have to make a run into town again to get some things in the mail, but you can look for that tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to be playing Irish Gauge. So we'll see what Jess thinks about that. But yeah, that's dinner time for us. I know. But you can, yeah, see, there you go. You'll get a nap in. That's right, Eric. I'm trying to think of you guys too. Oh, I missed Space Hulk. Yes, you did. I'll have to start from the beginning. I've got the first edition. Haven't played it in ages. I haven't either. You'll see in just a few moments when you go back and look. It's all still not even put together yet. But we are going to be back later on this evening for a time-honored Tuesdays Irish Gauge is what we'll be playing. So thank you for joining me here this morning, though. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.